You know them as the oh-so-serious agents of Without a Trace, but Infanity gets these feds to drop their guard.
So there was this time, right, I was hanging out with Ron Wood.
When someone goes missing, they're hot on the trail. So who shows them how it's really done?
Depends if we're going to a low-ready or a high-ready.
The stars, the experts, the producers. We've got exclusive profiles of the whole team.
Going, oh my God, the new girl, the Latino girl on the show.
Plus, only Infanity puts you right into the chase. Get inside the prop room, catch the view from the director's chair, and see the set from a whole new angle.
I don't usually do this for just anyone, but since it is the TV Guide channel.
We know who's got skills. K&S El Mas Macho.
I have an ass that doesn't quit. She said it.
The Infanity investigation starts now as we're on the case of Without a Trace. FBI, drop your weapon! The storyline follows 6 FBI agents who track down missing persons by filling in the blanks about their lives while wrestling with the troubles in their own lives.
Lately, we've been starting to take it that one step deeper and go into the personal lives of the people that actually do the work, which has made it more interesting for me.
For example, team leader Jack Malone, played by Anthony Lapaglia, suffered through a very painful divorce.
Marianne and I separated.
When?
3 months ago.
Marianne Jean Baptiste portrays second agent in command Vivian Johnson, who wonders if she's ever going to get a long overdue promotion. FBI, drop your weapon! Poppy Montgomery's Agent Spade was involved in not one, but 2 office love affairs. One with her boss, and the other with Agent Fitzgerald, who battled a serious addiction to painkillers. Enrique Murciano plays tough guy Danny Taylor, who recently fell for his colleague played by Roselyn Sanchez. Her character, Alana Delgado, is a rookie agent by day and a single mother by night.
I'll be fine. I love my co-stars. They've been so great, graceful, and I'm excited.
Put your hands where I can see them!
Action, emotion, and suspense. Without a Trace delivers. Even when they find a missing person, for these cops, the search never really stops.
I want the show to be riskier. I want the show to push the envelope. And I'd like to continue in that vein. If you want to take me down, give it your best shot.
Although Anthony Lapaglia began acting in his native Australia, he's best known for his roles as American tough guys with urban street smarts, like his world-weary character, Jack Malone.
This is where I work, you pencil-pushing little maggot.
Early on, Lapaglia lost his Australian accent and made a name for himself in theater, television, and film in the United States. His outstanding performances won him a Tony on Broadway, an Emmy for Frasier, and a Golden Globe for Without a Trace. Not too shabby. With me is Anthony Lapaglia. Did I say it right?
You did.
You put that G in there, it kind of messes people up a little bit.
Silent G.
It's a silent G.
Yeah, it's like a rapper's name. Silent G. The way the news portrays abductions, you would think that there's a pedophile lurking behind every tree. Per year, there are only 6, maybe, absolutely random kidnappings of anyone. If you look at the statistics, the people that you need to be most afraid of are your own family members.
You don't have to tell me that. When he's not acting, Lapaglia flexes his other talents. He made the most of his downtime on the set by writing his first script for Without a Trace in season 5.
It took me about 7 months because I don't type, and so I wrote longhand and had someone else type it up for me.
Really?
And I would do bits and pieces in between the setups and takes, and we got it into good enough shape to shoot. And then there was just this tremendous support from like everybody.
Maybe it's this hands-on approach that helped Without a Trace achieve a major milestone. A little while ago you had your 100th episode?
Yeah, and it went by in the blink of an eye. I thought it would be much longer and more torturous than it has been. Yeah, so I'm kind of trying to enjoy the moment a little more.
A little nostalgic.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No,
Okay.
Not yet.
God, if I have my way, I'll have you crying by the end of this interview.
You and Barbara Walters.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you got me.
My job is done here.
Yeah.
They found Julia beat up, no sign of Petros.
They take her to a hospital?
No, she insisted on going home.
Her name may sound French, but Marianne Jean Baptiste is native Brit.
And we did a bit of dialogue, coaching and stuff like that, and phonetics. You know, I've just got a good ear for accents, basically.
Jean Baptiste plays Vivian Johnson, second in command of the FBI Missing Persons Squad.
I think it's the mystery, and I think it's the fact that people have a lot of hope when they watch this show. You know, they're always hoping that we're going to find that person.
Long before she wore a badge on TV, she was known for her breakout performance in Mike Leigh's 1996 film Secrets and Lies. That role earned her an Oscar nomination. She's also an accomplished composer who showed an ear for music very early on.
My dad played various instruments, and so I grew up with music around me all the time. Mike Leigh asked me actually to write the music for one of his films. When he said to me, "Will you do the music for this film?" I just found it was the perfect way to marry my knowledge of acting and story with music, and that was a great experience, one of my proudest moments.
And when you Google you and you Google Eric and stuff, aside from the shows that you've done, the movies you've done, all that kind of stuff, they say you're a hunky.
Hunky?
Do you know what that means?
Hunk? Like
Yeah.
as an H-U-N-K?
Yeah.
Yes, I am a hunk. I'm a captain in hunkhood. Can you say that I have an ass that doesn't quit? Can you say that? You can say that, right?
Step up a little.
Yeah.
Give me a twirl. Okay.
Come on.
Okay. You know what? Wait a minute.
What?
I first have to get my breath. He has an ass that won't quit.
I have an ass that doesn't quit. Knock yourself out.
There's a lot of lighthearted fun on this set, but there's also a serious side. You guys do a real-life missing persons profile on your show. CBS does. Have you heard about anybody being found or anything like that?
We found about 5 people in the last 5 years, which has been, extremely cool. It is cool, to feel you're not just making a TV show and telling stories, but that you're actually, you're affecting, real life, and you're finding people that are really missing. So it's cool.
There's another detective on the team with a certain swagger, Martin Fitzgerald, played by Eric Close.
When you get the show, they sort of decide, okay, this is going to be the conservative guy, this is going to be the kind of the risky guy. For my character, it's been a pretty cool journey because I started out as the rookie, the new guy on the team, then got into an office romance with Samantha Spade, and then that went on for a little while, and then Martin got almost killed, and then ended up having a drug addiction. Kind of great journey, actually.
On our recent trip to the set of Without a Trace, Infanity witnessed a milestone in the making. Eric had the chance to live out his dream. When you asked to direct, did you think it was going to be like this? Tell me the truth.
Kind of the way I described directing the first time I describe it sort of like bungee jumping or parachuting. It's unlike anything I've experienced before, which is great.
I'm giving him a hard time on purpose because I want him to know what it's like.
She wants a close-up. I've never seen him happier in 5 years. This guy is so energized and bounding around the set and doing a great job. He has a shot list. God, there's a new concept.
You just be off camera so you can read those lines to him. And then he's got, Poppy says, can you see him?
He's the best director we've had all year. He's a lot of fun, and he knows exactly what he wants. The show's in trouble because not like all of us want to direct. Like craft services is like, I'm directing next year. Everybody wants to direct, so he's really inspiring. I'm proud of him.
Hey, I'm Eric Close from CBS's Without a Trace, and welcome to our TV Guide photo shoot.
Without a Trace has made the cover of TV Guide magazine not just once, but 4 times. A couple of cast members, well, they posed so often, they lost count.
It's cool every time, I was just thinking that I did one cover back in 99, 2000, and now I think this will be our 4th or 5th cover for this show, so that feels good for one, because the show's doing well. Do you have any strawberry seeds in my teeth?
This is my 4th. This will be the 4th time. It's awesome. It's sort of, I don't know how to describe it. You know what? We always look so good on the cover that no one ever knows it's you anyway, because walking around in life, you're just sort of like in your sweatpants, no makeup.
It's fun, when I go to the grocery store, I always look at that cover, and I'm always wishing, when is it going to happen to me, I think I've won the lotto, the TV Guide lotto. I won, and I'm on the cover.
It's fun though. It's really cool. My parents love it.
Poppy's not the only one with proud parents. Those moms and dads can put a spike in sales.
They buy out the store. You know, my parents, they go in and they buy out. If there's 20 on the rack, they get them all.
Enrique's mother goes to extremes for her favorite G-Man.
She'll not only get the TV Guide cover, but she'll frame it in like this old faux, antique wood and send it to me so it matches my house. I was at her house over Christmas and I noticed, I was looking through her TiVo selection, it was every episode that's been on Without a Trace only. She's like, no, I don't want to use the memory on anything else, but she doesn't understand that I could just give her a box set.
And we're back with more Infanity from behind the scenes of Without a Trace, and joining me is one of the stars of Without a Trace, Poppy Montgomery.
Hi.
First of all, you have managed to make sexy and federal agent blend nicely together.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a hard thing because you have to have the
tough. We've got to be a beautiful, tough. It's got to be the whole mix.
Poppy plays sultry special agent Samantha Spade, charming and sincere, an all-American beauty, right? Well, not exactly. Like her co-star Anthony Lapaglia, she actually hails from down under.
Anthony and I joke a lot because we're both Australian. So we sort of go in and out of, g'day, man. I can't do it too much though because then it comes back.
Do these episodes ever hit home?
Especially when there's children involved or when, children go missing or aren't found. Some of those are really, I have a younger sister, so I always think of her. It's sad. I mean, you go home at the end of the day and you're like, ooh, that one was rough.
Poppy's castmate and very close friend, Roselyn Sanchez, is also more than just a pretty face with a badge. She plays fiery agent Elena Delgado.
She's tough but lovely. Let me see, Elena Delgado, independent, single mother, very professional, Latina, loves her job.
Lately, she's been able to soften her character's hard edges by indulging in a little romance.
It makes sense to have Danny and Elena hook up. I don't know where it's going to go at the end of the day. We're hoping that it's going to continue, but it's fun. I love him. He's a good friend.
Even before she joined Without a Trace, Roselyn was already a winner. She claimed several beauty pageant titles like Miss Puerto Rico Petite in 1993.
You have to be 5'5" or less. When you go to Miss Universe, the girls are really tall, and I'm just 5'5", and I wanted to be a beauty queen. So I said, I'm gonna compete at a pageant that I know I can win. And then I represented Puerto Rico in Miss American Petite, and I competed against 50 Americans, and I was able to pull it off, and I won. So you know what? I think I'm gonna just follow my dream and leave Puerto Rico and do what I have to do.
Hi, I'm Enrique Murciano, and welcome to the Emmy Award-winning set of Without a Trace. I want to take you for a tour. I want you to see the things that most people at home don't get to see. This is Jack Malone's office, played by the illustrious and legendary Anthony Lapaglia. I don't usually do this for just anyone, but since it is the TV Guide channel. Jack, I just found out that the DMV file is right here in my hand. Check it out. What'd you think of that? That's what happens here. Now, this is the hallway. We do walk-in talks here, a lot of them. We walk and we talk at the same time. I've developed that method of acting. To a certain degree, I created it. You look down, you raise the left eyebrow, and you sort of do this like 15-degree tilt. So the camera knows what you're doing. You still have access to your other actors, and there's a certain movement that it just, it feels like everything's just happening and it's important. This is the bullpen, as they call it in the script. I don't know why they call it the bullpen, because there's never been a bull here. There was a donkey once, but that was after hours, and no one really knows about that party. So let's keep that under wraps. This is the main set. In season 7, my character's committing suicide. This is between us, right? So I don't want any of you to let the cat out of the bag. But I'm going to do it right off this balcony. This is where the beautiful Elena Delgado, also played by Roselyn Sanchez, works. This is her desk. I'm her boyfriend on the show, and there's not one picture of me anywhere. This is Sam Spade's desk. She got second place in the small arms shootout. I got first. And this is my desk. Now this is where all the real magic happens. You know what I'm talking about? That's strange. What's this? I love you, Mrs. TV Guide Channel. Thank you for coming on this set of Without a Trace. Remember, the donkey thing, the suicide thing, and this thing, it's between us.